Hi, my name is Justin Orazio, and I'm born and raised here in Portland, Oregon, and I've been blessed to be born and raised in the church. And I go to a phenomenal church called Apostolic Worship Center. Brother Ted Graves is my pastor, and I've had the awesome privilege of going on 3 different mission trips. 2 of those were for 2 months each through the Next Steps program of AIM, and the third one was AYC, Costa Rica. And those mission trips absolutely changed my life. And I'm going to start with the impact model first. And going on those mission trips, I realized something very valuable, and that is when you pour yourself out for the kingdom of God, when you pour yourself out for people without expecting anything in return, there's something to it. There's a blessing in that, and it absolutely changed my life. And I finally realized what ministry is all about. It's about giving and pouring of yourself, whether it's your talents, your resources, everything out for other people without expecting anything back in return. There's a huge blessing in that. And so for the impact model, I want to be able to give funds to young people who aren't able to afford to go on mission trips, for them to go, like whether that's through Impact Junkie, whether that's through AYC, Next Steps, whatever that is. I want to be able to make funds for them to be able to go. And so what is my invention? We'll start with a story. So I come from a long line of die cutters and printers, and one day I got off of work and I realized when I was at one of my favorite coffee shops that the line wasn't moving. And if you know anything about Portland, Oregon, it's the #1 capital of coffee in the world. And the cup sleeve itself was actually invented in Portland, Oregon. And so anyway, I'm standing in line, and the line isn't moving because the barista's having a hard time opening up the coffee sleeve. I'm like, something's wrong with this picture. It's an experienced barista having trouble opening up a simple coffee sleeve. And then the wheels started turning in my mind, coming from 40 years of family history of owning a die cutting and printing company. I knew everything about the product, the paper, the die cutting, the perfing, the scoring, everything, the gluing, everything coming together. And I realized there has to be a better way. And so for an entrepreneurship class at college, I decided to present my idea. Well, long story short, my professor told me in front of everybody in front of the class during my presentation when I was done, Justin, this could really take off. This could really become a business. You have something here. And so my wheels started turning more. What could I do with this business? And so let me show you over here. This is a Heidelberg windmill press, and back in the day in the 60s they would use this for printing, but you can also use it for die cutting. And you can see here it's taking up a sheet and die cutting it and scoring it. So this would be a die cut, this would be a score. What scores do, it make sure it doesn't crack. And die cutting is of course die cutting in any shape you want based on the die that you have. I'm gonna come over here. And so what I realized was there's so many different things that can be done with a coffee sleeve that no one's ever done with before. It's almost a canvas waiting for something to be done with it. And I don't know about you, but I'm a huge coffee guy. And everything about coffee is the experience. It's not just drinking something warm, it's the experience. But when you have something tacky, like this cup sleeve for instance, it's chipboard, it's rough, it's got perfs, it scratches, it's uncomfortable. It takes away of the experience when, if anything, the one job, the one function of a cup sleeve is to make the experience better for drinking coffee. So I invented the Cup Hug. It's got 6 points to it, so when you open it up, it will never stay shut, glued, stuck together. It's got flaps on the inside, so when you put it in, it's snug. It's like a hug. It's a cup hug. And it's got velvet coating on the outside called Soft Touch. The best part of all is these 2 pieces, they cost the exact same to make. And that's because we have in-house press, everything's bought and paid for. All the experience of die cutting, of gluing, of folding, it's all our own knowledge of we have our own as a family. And so this cup sleeve, it's revolutionary. It's going to change the way people drink coffee. And I hope you join me in that experience. And that is my invention, the Cup Hug.